Okay, I will start up immediately from here. So I want to hope everybody's Kali is on. You're going through your Maltego. Let's turn on our Kali and go to our Maltego. Now, what we did on Tuesday, we tried to create an account because you need to create an account for you to use Maltego. I'm going to run through the process, the startup process, how to register, and then we'll get into the main business of the day, which is how to use this tool called Maltego. Can someone share his or her screen? My Kali is not responding as of now, but that shouldn't stop. Someone should just share his screen.
I'm trying to do mine, but my network is fucking bad, like really, really bad. It's just coming up actually.
It seems this Motigo has power. Anytime you boot it up, the way the CPU is reading, it's always mad.
I noticed that the same thing with my system that it's not just responding to me, so I'm quite surprised. I had to restart it just now. It's a very powerful tool. It's connected to different servers at the same time.
It's true. My CPU 100% usage.
Mine isn't as bad as I see it. It's not as bad as that. Okay. Can everyone see my screen now? Can everyone see my screen now? Where I am. Okay. Now we're going to repeat the same process of you know logging in, how to log in. I hope I am not already logged in on mine because that will prove a little bit of issue for me to restart it. Or if anybody can share their screen successfully, I don't want us to take a whole lot of time on the class. Mine has gone off again. Mr. Williams, can you share your screen?
Sure.
Are you sharing your screen currently?
Me, I'm only seeing your own screen.
I need the login page to show. That's why I'm trying to use somebody else's screen. And it's not responding to me at all. Okay.
I don't know, but I don't know what's going on these days. Like night times now is having really, really bad network. I don't know if it's network affecting everyone like me. I think there's very good network during the daytime.
I need to restart my Kali.
Sorry, my PC froze.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I thought it was just me because I'm trying to use my system too, and it's also doing the same thing.
Should I try again?
Yes, you can try again on your system. Do Windows. Do Control Shift Windows B. Control Shift Windows B. It should make a beep sound.
Nothing.
Control Shift Windows B together.
Shift window. Okay, yeah, it is.
And you are refreshing your GPU
Okay.
so that your system can work a lot more smoother than before.
Okay. Are we good? Can you see me?
Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. This is perfect.
Okay. Let me put it to full screen. Okay.
No, just go to the top and the no, no, the other side. The other side, this kind of where you have the X sign. There's a whole one, yes.
I've done it. It's not.
It's not
It's not like. It's not like. Okay. Today is not single. Is that okay like this? Like, is it a bit large?
I mean, yes, but I already know what I'm doing, but for people who will be watching this on replay, we need to understand. Mine is able to see it, but I will do the best. Okay, okay, okay. I think let me share.
You want to share? I should stop sharing.
Yes. Is it clear to everybody on
Alright.
the screen? Is it clear to everybody? Please, if you can't see it, let me
It's clear.
okay. Now, what we are looking at is the data hub, Maltego Data Hub. We are looking at Maltego Data Hub. Now, what is this Maltego Data Hub? These are the places where they get information from. You remember who is? You remember who is? It is also listed here. Can you see this?
What's that? Yeah.
You can see the who is XML. Now that is the who is that we use on our Kali. When you do who is and then the website, that is it. You can see it gives you domain and IP intelligence data feeds. Now, instead of doing it on your Kali separated, you can have it all together. Who is will bring information, Shodan can bring other sites that are used for information gathering, other tools. They will bring the information together. They will bring that information together and you would see it as part of whatever you are searching for your intelligence gathering. Now, starting from the beginning, on your screen, you might see a few things like maybe they'll tell you to about, yes, these data categories, access options. Just go to all. Just go to all. To click all for you and then you see everything that you need. You don't need to start selecting the specific ones. You can just see all of them and add them. Now you can see some of them are in dark white, some of them are just plain white. Now those that are in dark white, I have installed them. The ones that are in plain white, I can't install them because I need an API key. I need an API key. Some API keys are free, while some other API keys are paid for. I know of Virus Total being free. You have a free API key for Virus Total. You can see different sites that you go to individually to get information have been all put together. They've all been put together. So anyone you want to use, just click on it or just hover around. You see install, click on install. They ask you for some information. Do you want to install it? Yes. And they will bring it up. You can see because this is and they're asking for an API key, I can't install this. But if it's without an API key, let me uninstall this and install it again. Okay. Now I'm going to install this, which is a free recognizance tool, information tool. You can see it's downloading, it's fetching the download. Once it's done here, I accept the terms and conditions and I install it on my Maltego and I'm good to go. Instead of going to go and create an account with Alpha Mountain, you create an account and then you start doing your search individually. What is this that I'm looking for? Maybe you are looking a for an IP address, for a host or URL. You now have to use Alpha Mountain and check for it. There are other tools you can use. There are multiple tools you can use for those kind of research. Instead of doing it on individual tools, why not just do it all together? And see, Alpha Mountain, they also explain what it is for. Alpha Mountain is for host, IP, and URL risk. You can see fast site, you can see scam advisor to use to identify a website if it's fraudulent. You can see virus total, you can see news transforms, hunter, full contacts. There's docking transforms, there's CrowdStrike, see IP info. You want to get the location of an IP address, you can use this. There's ThreatCrowd, there's Google social networking. there's login soft OSINT, there's threat miner, host IO. You can see, have I been hacked before? You can use this. You can see abuse IP database. You can see attack. You can see who is. You can see social links. There's Etherscan, there's flight aware. Flight aware can give you information about a flight, people on that flight, people who have booked for a particular flight. It will give you all the information. Is it the pilot that you need information on? You can search all those things. You can see Etherscan for you to track cryptocurrencies and NFT that is all run on the ETH network. See census, see little cis, see Google Map geocoordination, see showdown. You can, at your spare time, install all these things that are free. Just do them one by one. The ones that are asking for API key, you skip it and then you go to the next one that is free. Out of about 61 hubs, I have 33 installed. You can see what is being written at the top here. Maltego Data Hub partners. So some people were asking me, oh, when they registered, they didn't see Nigeria as a listed country there. It has to deal with how good your country is when it comes to cyber security, and are they the ones partnering with these tools? Nigeria has not created any tool or any site that they can use to gather information. If they've built a site, we can be listed there as long as there's a partnership with our tool or our site that we are offering services to. So you can install as many as you need or as many as you want. I did virtually all the free ones that I could install. Now, once you have this done, let's cancel this. It means you have successfully gotten the database you are looking for, the data hubs you are looking for. Now we are going to create a graph. I hope everyone is following. We're going to create a graph. Now, this graph is an open space where you can drag out the entity of what you're looking for. For example, someone should give me a website. Someone should give me a website. You can type it in the chat. Someone should give me a website. Any website, it doesn't matter.
Facebook.
Okay. So you're going to be using www.facebook.com. Now, when you have dragged out that entity, you can search for, there are a whole lot of entities you can check for. There are a whole lot. Is it email, anything, just type it. What is it under? Is it somebody's Facebook? You can see if it's somebody's Facebook details you are looking for, you can get all those things. But we are just trying to get information now directly on the website, Facebook. Now you drag out that entity. You drag out the entity. It is a website we're using. So we're going to be using www.facebook.com. You go to property view. You go to property view. This is where you impute your website. this is where you impute your website. You go to property view and impute your website www.facebook.com, as we are using as an example in this case, and click on enter. It should show on this. It should show here that you have finally changed it. You can see it's already giving me a logo of Facebook. Now we want to see information about this Facebook. You right click on it. You can see my credits are already running because I am looking for information on it. They are all transforms that we are using. Can you see all the things we install? You can see who is, you can see threat miner, you can see a whole lot. All of these things are under the website. If you use maybe domain, you would see another list. If you do an IP address, you see another list of all the ones you have downloaded that are going to be needed for that particular purpose now. Can go to utilities. Do you want to see links that go in and out of the site? Do you want to see the IP address? What is the website details you want to see? Email addresses that are found. Let's do that as an example. Now, what you see below as output, I don't know if it's clear enough. What you see below as output, I said you have 200 points per day, 200 free credit points per day. So as you do you do reconnaissance, information gathering on any website or any entity, you are taking out points from what you have. You can see I have consumed 21 credit points and I have 179. If mine expires, if I use it till the very end, I don't know how they calculate their credits, but if I use it till 200, I'll have to wait till tomorrow or probably 24 hours before it would work again because we are using the basic or community edition.
Did you just click or you right clicked?
I right clicked. I right clicked on it and I selected what I wanted to search. I did external links that are found. What are the external links that are connected to Facebook? You can use this overview to move to see exactly how it is well arranged because it might be having an issue on how to see it clearly. You can increase and you can decrease here and you can move this to make it easier for you to move around. Now from Facebook, I was able to get what? You can see what I have here, messenger.com. I have secure.payu.com. I have live.adyen.com. Maybe it's for advertisements. I can see www.meta.com. I can see www.meta.ai. See integration facebook.payu.in. See YouTube. See about meta.com. These are all websites that are connected to Facebook at the top. Now, you can connect an entity to another entity. Now, let me check for the IP address of Facebook or the domain IP. Okay, now I just went to search online to see an IP address that Facebook uses. They have multiple IP addresses they use. Now I'm going to just type in IP here. You can see there's SP4, SP6. So it doesn't matter what IP address you are looking at. Let's pick IPv4, which is what we saw, and we just drag it out. Left click and drag it out to the graph. Now I want to change the IP address. Remember, go to property view. And I have just pasted the IP address I got from Facebook. Click enter and it's going to change. You can see it here too, it has changed. Let me increase my screen. You can see it has changed. Now I can right click on it again. What am I looking for? I said we're going to connect we are going to connect Facebook and this IP address together so that you can see how to connect entities. Maybe you're having a project and you want to do um, a connection with something. Just a moment. Yes. Can you see this? I drew an arrow. I can name it anything if I want. But now I'm saying I need a relationship with this IP address and this Facebook. I need a relationship with it. Give me that relationship that's work together. You can see it has changed. You can see it has changed. Look at what I have at my right side of the screen. You can see endpoints, that IP address to facebook.com. Now you can see that this arrow that I drew, it was not this color before, it was blue. But because there's a good connection, you can see, because there's a good connection with it, it is now golden or it is yellow, showing that yes, there is a good connection between this IP address I have and then facebook.com. You can use people. Is he a terrorist you are looking at? Is he a military officer? Is he a lawyer? Who are those people you want to find out information about? Is he their passport number, their identification number? All you need to do is look for it and drag it out. Edit the person's name. Let me use Sabinus here. Now I want to see what information can I get from here. You can see I might need a real name, a full real name that will work. But let's just see what information we can get from it, from this name, Sabinus. Now I couldn't get anything because that is not a full name. But if I decide to type a full name, I'm trying to think of somebody's full name who I can use. somebody's full name who I can use. Okay, let's use Peter Obi. Let me see if there are social media links or anything that are there. Okay, I have an issue with a hub. I think I'm having some network issues that it is not showing. But you can use any name. When I say any name, I don't mean just any name, because you need to ensure your name is on a database. If your name is not on a database, then I doubt if it's going to be working well. Your name has to be on a database that they can have access to. They are getting information from a whole lot of places. So you can use this tool to get information on so many things, people, places, whatever you can think of. You can search for it under this entity palette, and it will give you any information that is being kept on a database about that person or about that particular entity you are looking for. If you Because not all entities are added, you can customize your own entity. This can be gotten from maybe your Kali. You can customize from your Kali. Maybe if you have things on your Kali, if you want to get another one, maybe things like maybe because the Twitter that is here is going to be the old Twitter, so you can add maybe a new one, which is X. You can see the Twitter that is here. This is not what you're supposed to be seeing. So if you want to edit it, you can edit it. You can go here, palette manager, and look at where you're getting information from. If you also want to add some here, you can add. You want to get a new category, you can get all those things. So you can decide to add if a particular media site is missing. For example, you can have there's thread, right? I believe it should be thread from where the Facebook version of Twitter. I believe so. I think it's threads.
Yeah,
Now, threads is
owned
not
by
here.
Donald Trump.
Yes, threads is not here. So you can decide to add threads to it. You give it the website. When it's giving you information, it's definitely not going to give you 100% information, because there are still some things that need to be in place, such as the servers or the places where information is stored. Do you have access to it? If you don't have access to those servers, then it will give you surface information, just information that you can go out to search on your own easily without having any stress. Let's do an example for let's do an example of investigating for let's get the IP addresses of a website or a domain. Now I've dragged the domain out here and I'm going to edit again on the property view. I'm using, let's say, Control C R O L control4.com. Enter. You can see it has changed here. Now I want to get every email address that's connected to this website. I can go to utilities, see who is. I'm using who is now. Can you see I've gotten two email addresses? There's the one for domain, there's the one for trust and safety support. There's also a few that you can get about phone numbers. Let's see if we can get on phone numbers. You can see there are two phone numbers that are here. You have two phone numbers that are here. I can get those phone numbers. I can decide to get information on them. Let's see, a person from this domain. Can you see these are some people that are working for this company? These are some people that are working for this company. Seems we have about 4 people who are using the same name. Okay. I believe this name and this name are going to be the same person. These two will also be the same people. So I'm looking at about 4 people here. It might be just one person that decides to create multiple accounts for different purposes. These are people that are working for or under this company control for. I'm not done. I still want to go ahead to see some other things, such as their domain. You can scroll through here. What domain are you? You see their mail server, all those information, security trails. What are you looking for exactly? You can get it from here. Now you can see I have more websites. I have more websites under. You can see drivers.control for dealer, customer, updates, education, documents, dealer dev, tech. If I want to get information on all their customers, this is just where I need to go to their website. Customer.control4.com. I will go to my normal search bar and search for it. This is not information you can get just anywhere. If you go online to search for it, you will not see it. Except you come to use tools that are like this, that can show you all this information. I can come to this site and do SQL injection if it's possible. I'll look at the URL. Is there anything that I can do SQL injection there? Does it throw me a database query? If I see a query, then it's possible for me to do that. I can test an SQL injection to log in on this website. and to give me every customer information. I want to get a domain and an IP address, an IP address. Okay, now you can see I have two IP addresses. I have domain to IP address. I also have another one here. These are all places where they will give me different IP addresses that are connected. It could also be the same thing, but you can select from any of them. So just from website, this website alone, I have gotten all this information. This is how I can gather intelligence. You can gather intelligence this way. You always have to prepare what are the possibilities of my what are the security systems that my victim has. You can come here and check all those kind of things, gather information about them. You can get their IP addresses, their domain, all their servers. If you want to do denial of service, you know how to do denial of service. You have the IP address already. They also have company emails that are given specially to them, just the way you have gmail.com. They have their own company.com. You can see all that information. So it doesn't matter as far as anything you want to search for. If it's on cryptocurrency, you can see the amount of cryptocurrencies in a particular wallet. Oh, I sent you one Bitcoin or whatever yesterday, and the person says, I have not seen it, I have not seen it. You can come here and use it to check. It will show the amount that is inside that that address that you sent the Bitcoin to. There are some tools that you can also use to see the transactions that have gone on a wallet address. So this is for Maltego. This is for Maltego. This is the usage of Maltego for you to gather a whole lot of intelligence reports on it. There are more results that you can get depending on what you select. But like I said, we are using the free version, which is the community or the basic edition. If not, we can be getting a whole lot of information, a whole lot of results. So this is a tool you can use to gather information. I hope we've all followed through to this very end. I hope we've all followed through. If you have any questions to ask, you can ask your questions. Any questions you want to ask, you can ask. I didn't need to log in here because there was an automatic login for me. But sometimes you will come and you need to log in. You will need to log in. Just do the online activation, which is by default. You to send it to give you a link. It will give you steps. Follow the link that you're supposed to go to open their website where you log in, or you can create an ID, fill in your information, submit it, and you should be expecting a check, a good mark with a circle around it. That is when you know you have logged in. Then you come back to your Multigo and you follow the remaining steps. So I know you can do it before we even finish. Go back to your property hub, go to transforms, go to transforms. You can see the Multigo data hub there. Go to transforms, you can see the Multigo data hub there. You would see everything, all those things you need to download. You can go through all of them and download it. All those things, download them, install them. Because when you now do a search, a recognizance test, you're not just doing it from one site alone, you're doing it from multiple sites now. From multiple sites. For example, you have your who is. On who is only tell you the server that is being used, all those hosting site information. That's what you're going to get. But because it is on Multigo where you have additional tools, it's not just going to give you those server information. It's also going to give you IP addresses that they are being hosted on, the domains. It can tell you about if this website or domain or whatever has vulnerabilities, in the sense that it will tell you there is this site is not safe for use. It has a virus. It is a virus giving site. Do not use it. You can use it to search for locations. There are a whole lot of things you can do in Multigo. A whole lot. This Shodan is a very powerful tool. I don't know if anybody has heard of it, but Shodan is a very powerful tool that is being used. But here, you need an API, which is paid for. So instead of me going to type shodan.com and then asking for that information, I don't need to do that. I can come here. If I've paid for my Shodan and I've gotten the API key, I can come here and then install it. Because Shodan might not give me the information I'm looking for. It means I'll have to go to another website, Census, and go and check. If it's not there, I'll go to another one, maybe open sections, search, like that until I finally get the one that's going to give me the information I'm looking for. But on Multigo, all those things are combined. All those things are combined. You can see information databases I was talking about. This is data, this is access to information about legal entities and private persons of Ukraine. Most of all these tools are owned by different countries. They have access to the countries of different that have databases, and that database is being given to Multigo to access. So you can see all of this. You can get a whole lot from this Multigo. You can get a whole lot from Multigo. I'll give an assignment on this Multigo that we can do. It's not going to be something hard, but I'll give an assignment on the Multigo. If you understand it very well, you can also help those that will be asking questions on the WhatsApp group chats, because I might not have the time to explain to anybody. Once I'm done with this class, I'm going back to resume what I am doing. And by tomorrow, I'll be going out for a conference. So I will not be available to answer a whole lot of questions. So if you've been able to get some information from here, you know you can answer some questions. Please also help those on the group to answer. I might just be available around maybe close to 11, 12 later this night. So I hope you've all understood what this Multigo tool can do. If there are any questions, you can ask. you can ask. If there are questions on the WhatsApp group you can't answer, I will come back to check on them and then answer it. So I hope we are all clear on how to use this Maltego tool. Mr. Williams, um, Mr. Olaiton, Mr. Olale, I hope we are all clear on how this tool can be used for recognizance.
To an extent, I understand. I will still check. I will still practice touch here and there to see more.
You can practice from time to time. I have not come across any video on Maltego online. I don't know if there are videos on that. I've not come across any video on Maltego online. So you might not be able to see it immediately. But even without doubt, your ChatGPT is there. If I am not available to answer your question immediately and you really need a response, ChatGPT is there for you to ask. You explain to it what you need. I did so and so um attack, or I tried to get recognizance on this, maybe an IP address. How do I get to so and so things? I want to get a domain name from there. I want to get a website from that IP address. I want to get emails. ChatGPT can show you the steps you can use. You just tell it. If it doesn't explain it to you clearly, tell it again. Explain it to me in details. ChatGPT will explain all those things to you. So I hope we've been able to understand it to some certain extent. Tomorrow I will just do a brief explanation on it about 30 minutes before we will start our CTF. 30 minutes and then we'll start our CTF.
CTF will be when, please?
By 8 p.m.
All right. All right.
Okay, so in the absence of questions, that will be all for today. I'll just try to give a very little assignment on the usage of this tool. Very simple, straightforward. And you can try to test your hands and see how it goes for you. If it works out perfectly, fine. If you maybe missed a step, you can recount your steps. You can go to the YouTube video, watch again, and try to do it. Okay, then. So that's all for today. Until tomorrow. Good night.